removing all the grass and dirt. He did that, correct? That was completed.
He removed it and left the piles for us to clean up.
Again, so he did the physical labor of removing the stuff, but he didn't haul it away from your property.
Correct.
Removing the existing concrete, was that done?
Yes. See where that bender board, I have a new bender board right there. All that along the whole edge, around the whole perimeter, all along the house was old broken concrete curbs. So all that got broken and removed, once again, packed and stacked, ready to haul away.
Okay, so there was concrete removed.
The curbing was removed.
Got it. Installing the rock. You installed the rock. I understand there's a disagreement about whether it was correctly done, but the rock was installed. At least once.
85% of the slope was completed.
Okay. The drip irrigation?
No.
Not done. Were the plants done?
No.
Not according to you?
Not all the plants were not done.
And let me tell you why I'm asking these questions. This is Exhibit A, the contract. Mr. Gonzalez, you wrote this up, I take it,
yes, ma'am.
Correct? And so this basically details what, at least initially, the defendant was going to do. That was why I was asking about these specific things that were done. Here it says the initial $5,000 was to perform certain work. The second $5,000 was to do additional work. Okay, but I have another question for you, Mr. Gonzalez, on this contract.
Yes.
It is pretty specific here, and the plaintiff points this out in the text messages that he provided, that you were going to use weed barrier.
Weed barrier it's either weed block, weed plastic, it's weed barrier. It's what it is. So it could be plastic or weed fabric.
So weed barrier is not a specific term
weed
for something.
No,
it's
weed
a
barrier
term.
is a general term.
Okay. So weed fabric would have been a specific agreement to use the fabric.
And I don't recommend that.
Okay.
Grass goes right through there.
All right. Mr. Gonzalez, one of the things that the plaintiff provided is the information about your license, and it shows that the license expired on September 30th, 2016.
Yes, ma'am.
And you explained that as you were in the process of renewal.
Yes, ma'am.
Correct? But it says here under status that the license had been revoked. Can you explain that to us?
It went through, my license has been gone through a lot of bombarding of things, of personal problems that I've had, and bonding and finances and divorce and problems. And I have written many letters to the board. Many letters to the senator for assistance to renew my license, and I haven't heard anything for a long time.
Okay. Okay, we're going to excuse all of you, and we will deliberate in this matter.
Yes, sir.
This courtroom is now in recess. Go ahead and exit the doors to your left.
We have a couple of issues to resolve. Number one, was there a subsequent agreement to refund $5,000? And if that wasn't an agreement, then whether or not his work requires a refund of $5,000. So those two basic issues.
Well, the text messages, when I read them, you know, I'm like, okay, the plaintiff laid out what he was expecting, laid out what was first offered so that he had a clear understanding, came back, laid the agreement out, and of course the defendant said, deal, 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 but then later said, wait, I misunderstood. So then I had to pay attention. Okay, what did he misunderstand? I do believe he owes the plaintiff some money. I do not believe that he owes him the $5,000 because I do believe that Judge Juarez did get testimony from him in terms of what was done. And I think expecting him to remove all of the rock from the slope was a bit too much. So he owes the plaintiff money, I just don't know how much.
You know, it's a little hard to get away from something where you say deal, 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 not just one time, but 3 times. But I do believe the defendant's testimony that it was unclear in the initial agreement whether or not he was just going to haul things away or have to actually remove all of the rocks from the slope. And where I'm stuck, I think, is what were the actual value of the services provided as of the point that this project essentially had to be canceled.
That's a somewhat difficult complication, but on page 48 of the text exchanges, the plaintiff eventually relents and says, let's do it, let's just keep the deal at $5,000, call it a day.
With no rock removal, no further
With
work.
no removal, and the defendant appears to say, okay, you got it, Rod, I got you, September 1st, take care. It seems to me that that pretty much seals the deal.
I think
you use the word deal.
Yeah. Deal, deal.
So I think we have a verdict, right?
Do we have a verdict?
So, yeah,
$5,000 in favor of the
plaintiff.
plaintiff. All right.
Excellent.